Hi guys, this is Cobra Tom. This week's video is just going to be a quick compare and contrast video. I'm right now doing 4 different versions of the Iron Grenadier. Version 1, version 2, version 3. And I'm not sure if this is version 4. This is the 25th anniversary, so I'm not sure if that's version 4. But as you can see, I've got 4 here to kind of compare and contrast here, sort of. Now, I'm going to do a quick thing here just to kind of show you. Back in 1988, Destro started his own army, the Iron Grenadier. And this figure has a sword and a hook. Now, that hook may be kind of hard to see. With the sword having a chain. Now, the newer version has the pretend chain and everything hooked, hooked to it. So that's pretty cool. Now, for version 1, I'll slide these guys out of the way here. As you can see, he's got, lift up his arm, he's got the same hook. And he also comes with not as fancy, but equally nice sword. That also hooked on this nice little hook that they had. Now, version 2 and 3 do not have a hook. So that's kind of sad that they don't have a sword or anything. I think in the later episodes, or the later movies and stuff, they don't actually have the Iron Grenadiers as a separate thing. They're kind of their own, or they're in Cobra and they're not their own thing anymore. And as you can see for number 3, which I actually technically like better than the Destro one, because the Destro one is purple. Not that I have anything against purple, but if your color scheme is black, red, and gold, well, you might as well stick to the black, red, and gold and not add another color to it. So this sticks closer to the original with the black and the red and the gold. So now I'm going to take this off just for now. Each one kind of has this like strap and button strap. Oops. Now you see the strap goes here, goes all the way down. V2 has that, not the same, but his goes more like a bandolier to the back of this, which I'm not sure what those are. I'm not sure what that is, but it's still pretty cool. And this one is closer to the original with the shoulder pad with the strap and everything going around. Now, these ones being a little bit newer, have a little bit different style kind of figure. This is an O-ring. I'm not going to take it apart, but you can probably see the O-ring there, hopefully. There you go. Kind of tough on a black figure, but see, he's got an O-ring. But the other ones do not. This one is screwed together, just like this one is screwed together. But instead of the O-ring in here where it would connect. The two pieces of the body sandwiched together around a peg and a round top. And this one is, I don't know how they put this one together. There's no screw or anything. I think it's just glued or something together. Now, the one thing that this one has that I really like that the other one doesn't is has a little more red on that, I think. Now, at the time, it would have been more costly and it would have been hard to do with the bicep articulation there. Now that that's a ball joint. But I like the paint and I wish this was painted. You can see it, but it's just, I'm not sure if it was just never meant to be painted or if it's what that's supposed to be, but I still love this figure. This is probably one of my all-time favorite figures. And each one all has at least some, well, this one doesn't have the gold, but all of them have some sort of thing on their arms, gauntlets and bracelets and stuff, to give them kind of that similar look to them. I do kind of wish. Now, I got nothing against dragons and the look of it, but I kind of wish that this didn't have a dragon symbol on it. Because it's cool, but it's kind of not very Iron Grenadier. Although it did kind of, the Iron Grenadier did kind of have that Asian look to them in the original styles. And they do kind of have a sort of a special look to them. And I really like them. I like that this figure, even though it's got the kind of the gray pouches here, he keeps the actual colors. It's got the gold, the red, the black, which I really like. On the legs, which this one has as well. It's not the same, obviously. I mean, obviously, the knee pads are different. The knee pads look like they've got cobra symbols on them. Hopefully you can see that. Come on, come on. Focus. And it's got the red strapping. Now that's on the legs, on the boots, I think, and not above there. But it looks similar enough. I like that this has a little red on top, just to kind of give you a little something. And I like the look of this part. It kind of has the same thing like the boots does. You can see the padding under the boots. He's got the padding here. He's got the padding under the boots. The original figure doesn't have that. They do have the curves, the lines here, like this does, to kind of show that it's padding and he's wearing a real thick outfit to protect him. And he does have at least like the padding look and stuff. So it looks good. Where this is a gas mask looking thing with a cool ridge, you know, the fin here, and the swoopy style and the gas mask and stuff gives it a really unique look. This head is it's a nice head. It's fine. It's got like more padding there. It's got a nice thing for, I'm assuming that that's more for a voice box where they talk out of. Because I'm guessing that this, if you can see it, it's very difficult to see even. But it looks like this mask is like a metal mask and it's kind of like bolted down. This one with the silver, you can see it better, I think. That this isn't a hooded mask like Cobra had, like the old face masks. These ones look more like they're actual metal helmets, like the originals were. But not really helmets, but the covering. And this one looks much like the original, with the swoopy helmet, the fin, the gas mask, the goggles. I really like that. I really do like the look of these. And I really like the look of like each of them have the knee pads. This one too has, it's not Iron Grenadier. You can see, hopefully see this one a little better than the other one, because the other one was black. But there you got the Cobra. Now the light may be making it too much. The knee pads do have Cobra symbols on them. I know, it's, they merged into the same faction and stuff, and Destro was a part of Cobra. But I do kind of wish that they'd have kept them their own individual thing, kind of worn with Cobra. But they didn't, and, well, that's okay. Now, I'm going to show you, I don't have the accessories for V2 and V3, but I do have, and I'm going to compare them. Here is V1's, I'm going to sit you guys out of the way. Here is V1's gold sword. And it's got a really cool handle. Some ornate detailing there. Goes all the way around. This has kind of got a cool hilt. A nice, what looks like a gold strap there that has kind of a little bit of a pattern. The ornate detail on the end looks really, really nice. Now I'm going to compare that to this guy's. Now here is where V4, or the 25th anniversary, I'm not sure if this is version 4, is a little bit superior. The boxiness I don't like. It's not quite as ornate. It doesn't seem quite as nice and fancy. You know, you can see that. The chain does look really nice though here. But what this version has that the other version didn't is the sword came out and he could actually fight with, well, if I could get it in his hand. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And while this actually looks just fine, this looks good. I like the look of this figure here with the sword. He's got it out, and he can look like he's brandishing his sword and make it look like he's ready to fight. This looks better because it actually looks like his sword's out and ready to fight. Now, neither of these two guys, I don't have their accessories, so I can't compare what they actually had. Now I'm going to set these boys back for a moment. And I am going to do this. Iron Grenadier had a nice little red pistol. Oops. I might have to make him left-handed because it didn't want to stay in his hand. So I might have to make this guy left-handed. Okay. All right. Not the worst. Now, the 25th anniversary one, in comparison, is way smaller. I mean, it looks like the same mold. It looks like the same. accessory, sort of. I mean, it does look like the gun that it originally had, but look at them next to each other. V1's is like 3 times bigger. It's really strange that they went to such detail to make the sword look similar, the sword to be about the same size. Even the next accessory that I'll show looks pretty much like the same. I mean, you can see the sword in the guy's hand. I will hopefully be able to put this back. All right, hopefully. There we go. And these guys look like they're ready for combat. I'm surprised that, unless they didn't have this mold anymore, that could be that this mold, for some reason, is gone. Now, here is V1 Uzi, and here's V2 Uzi. Now, they're a little bit different, but not a lot. V2 is kind of like this one, or V4, I mean, is just a little bit smaller for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why they did that. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I could be wrong about that. I guess they're the same size. Yeah, they're exactly the same. Oh, I thought it was a little bit smaller. Yep. The version 4 one, though, is a little bit darker. You can kind of see that. This is a little shinier, a little darker black. This one's a little lighter and a little dull black. But they did have the same accessories, so that's really neat. I like that they kind of kept that. I just wish that the gun would have been a little bit bigger, or at least the same size. But it looks fine. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just, when you look at this one, and that's kind of a big handgun. That's a sizable weapon. This one looks like a real tiny little thing. So, but I suppose it looks the same. It looks the part. So I guess it'll do. Well, thank you for watching. I know this kind of went on kind of long, but I really like these figures. I really like the Iron Grenadier, and I really appreciate everybody watching these. And Venom Lily, well, we'll see if she wants to do them again or not. Someday, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I just want to thank all my subscribers. I think I have 27 right now. Keep watching. Keep subscribing and liking and anything else. Keep the comments coming. I love getting comments. I don't get very many. So you guys should comment and tell me what I should do, what you'd like. Heck, you could even tell me what figure to do next. That'd be kind of cool. So, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.